This is our routine Monday weekly briefing for Central North Carolina, looking at the period July 12 to July 18. If you were on the call last week at all, we certainly had quite a bit of weather to talk about, and this week's briefing will be much different, much shorter, because our weather looks pretty typical and pretty summer-like for the area. So jumping right in, the weather pattern this week is going to be pretty common for mid-July. We're going to have a Bermuda high sitting offshore. We're going to see afternoon showers and thunderstorm chances, mainly across the western Piedmont. We could see perhaps a little bit near the coastal plain as well. But, typical for this time of year. Stuff bubbles up during the late morning, early afternoon, and then dissipates by early evening. And along those lines, too, our temperatures are going to be fairly close to normal as well, with daytime highs in the low 90s, overnight lows in the low 70s. For what it's worth, though, heat indices are going to be close to 100 each afternoon. So if you got to be outside or do anything like that, take the proper precautions. I did mention, showers and thunderstorms. We're not expecting anything severe across central North Carolina. We do have, a mention of thunder in the forecast every day. But at least in terms of severe potential, the threat is low. Taking a look at expected rainfall totals for the next week, you don't see a whole lot of dark colors on here. You see a lot of green. And, generally speaking, rainfall amounts will be pretty light. Now, that's not to say you couldn't get a thunderstorm that pops up and, dumps a quarter or half inch of rain on your location. But really, in the absence of that, rainfall totals are going to be pretty light. And even if you look at that 7-day total down there, those blues are half an inch. So unless you get trapped under a thunderstorm, rainfall chances this week, area wide, it's not going to amount to a whole lot. Last week, we were quite busy with the tropics. This week, nothing. All quiet, no new development expected through the end of the week. It's tropical season, though, so it will return at some point, but at least for the next couple of days, we are in good shape. Looking out a little bit farther in time at the Climate Prediction Center outlook, near normal temps seems to be the dominant theme this week, continuing into next week. And then you do see a little bit of a signal over there for perhaps above normal precipitation chances, but not much. It's not a very strong signal. But bottom line, the summer-like pattern will continue at least through the next 10 days. So like I said, short, sweet, to the point here. Bermuda high offshore. It's going to keep us in a very summer-like pattern this week. Most of the thunderstorm chances are going to be focused across the western Piedmont. Can't rule out a few stray showers here and there across the coastal plain, east of I-95 in those areas. But generally speaking, whatever showers and thunderstorms we get during the day should dissipate by early evening. And then finally, temperatures this week, low 90s for highs, low 70s for lows, heat indices around 100 each afternoon.